So good morning to all of you students. Today we will understand about some other forms of the implications. So that we have already studied about the conditional proposition. So from this conditional proposition or conditional statement, we can also create some other implications. So let us see. So today we are going to discuss about three other forms of the conditional statement, or we can say implications, that is converse, contrapositive and inverse. So we can say there are some other kind of implications which can be formed using implication. Which can be formed using implication. So today we will discuss about the converse, contrapositive and inverse. So if suppose P implies Q is an implication, then if P implies Q is an implication, then its converse, or we can say converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. This is its converse. So this is the converse, and contrapositive of P implies Q is not Q implies not P. So this is the contrapositive. And third one is inverse. Inverse of P implies Q is not P implies not Q. So this is the inverse of P implies Q. So these are the three more implications we can say that can be formed using the P implies Q. Now we will see its truth table. Truth table so we can take first is P, then Q, then P implies Q. So say this is false, this is false, and in this condition this is true, and if it is false, it is true, again this is true, and if this is true and this is false, then this is false. So we know in conditional statement this is false in only in one condition, when the promise is broken. So this will be false, and if this is true, both are true, then also this is true. So this is the table of P implies Q. Now we will see its converse. Its converse is Q implies P. So first we will take false, then false. So if it is false, false, then it is true. If it is true and false, then this will be false. If it is false and true, then this will be true. And if it is true, true, then this converse will be true. So this is P proposition, Q proposition, then conditional statement, that is P implies Q, then Q implies P. So its third implication is contrapositive. So contrapositive says this is not Q implies not P. So we can see from here not Q is this will be true, not P, this is also true. So true is true, then not Q is false, not P is true, so false and true, this is again true, then true and false is false, then false is true. So this is the third implication, and the fourth one is, that is inverse. So inverse says this is not P implies not Q. Now we can write not P is, this will be true, not Q is, this is also true. So true is true, then not P, this is true and this will be false. So true false is false, and then not P, this is false, this is true, so false true is true, and then false is true. So we can see, so this is the fourth implication, that is inverse. So first is, this is implication, and second is this is converse, and third one is contrapositive, and fourth one is inverse. So we can say this is the truth table for implication, converse, contrapositive, and inverse. So we can see from this table that this is false in one condition, when the promise is broken, that we have already seen in conditional statement. So this is, here it is false, here it is false, here it is false, here it is false. Now we will see its example. So let us take an example. Consider the statements or propositions. This is P. Suppose it rains. P is it rains, and Q is the crops will grow. So these are the two propositions. Now we will apply, or we will see these four implications, that is conditional statement, and then converse, then contrapositive, and then inverse. So first is, so we can say the implication, that is P implies Q, states, P implies Q states, if it rains, then the crops will grow. So this is the first implication, P implies Q. If it rains, then the crops will grow. And second is its converse. Its converse says, converse, that is Q implies P, states if the crops grow, then there has been rain. There has been rain. If the crop grow, then there has been rain. So this is converse. This is P implies Q, and this is converse. And the third one is contrapositive. Third one is contrapositive. Contrapositive, that is not Q implies not P, states that if the crops do not grow, if the crops do not grow, then there has been no rain. If the crops do not grow, then there has been no rain. there has been no rain. So this is the third implication, that is contrapositive. Now the fourth one is inverse, and the inverse says inverse, that is not P implies not Q, states if it does not rain, if it does not rain, then the crop will not grow. The crops will not grow. So this is the fourth implication, that is inverse. So first is the implication P implies Q states if it rains, then the crops will grow. Second is converse, that is Q implies P, if the crops grow, then there has been rain. And third one is contrapositive, that is not Q implies not P, states if the crops do not grow, then there has been no rain. And the fourth one is inverse, that is not P implies not Q. It states if it does not rain, the crops will not grow. So these are the three implications which can be formed using the implication, that is conditional statement. So I hope that you would be benefited from this lecture. Thank you.